Mad Smash! Mad Alliance. The title says one for all. And based off of what happened based off of last week's episode's ending, this is it. The day has come for one for all versus all for one. This just might be the best anime fight I've ever experienced in my life. It could kill me. So I had to make sure I was all Boku no Hero'd out. I got my shirt and I got my hat. So I'm in full Boku No Hero Academia wear. I got my water bottle just in case things get too intense and there's too much heat and I need to extinguish any flames. Let's get it.
君は似ているよ。ワン・フォー・オール仙台継承者志村奈々にばかりが先行し、まるで実力の伴わない女だった。ワン・フォー・オール生みの親として恥ずかしくなったよ。実にみっともない死に様だった。どこから話そうか。
はっはっはっHoly freak!
先方も使う個性もまるで違うぞ。正面からまず言うほどならん。超つくしかねえ。まだ動けるな。限界を超えろ。
How fun!
はい。
守ってきたものを奪う。まずは怪我を押して持ち続けたその矜持、惨めな姿を世間にさらせ。平和の象徴。
No! No!
なんだあの怪物。
皆さん見えますでしょうか。オールマイトがしぼんでしまっています。
これは世間に公表されていない。公表しないでくれと私は頼んだ。人々を笑顔で救い出す平和の象徴は決して悪に屈してはいけないんだ。
オールマイトの
Oh, frick.
秘密が。
だが口を揃えようともその姿をさらされようとも私の心は以前平和の象徴、ひとかけらとて奪えるものじゃない。
素晴らしい。参った。強情で奇観棒なことを忘れてた。じゃあこれも君の心には支障ないかな。ね、信楽戸村は志村奈々の孫だよ。君が嫌がることをずーっと考えてた。
What?
君と戸村が会う機会を作った。君は戸村を下したね。何にも知らず勝ち誇った笑顔で。
嘘。
事実さ、分かってるだろう。僕のやりそうなことだ。
ご家族、彼が私は何ということ。
負けないで。オールマイト、お願い助けて。
Come on, All Might. Come on, All Might.
オールマイト、
やばくない？
そんな嫌だ。オールマイト、
負けるな。オールマイト。頑張れ。勝て。勝て。オールマイト。
Come on, All
も
Might.
ちろんさ、もちろんさ。ああ、多いよ。ヒーローは守るものが多いんだよ。俺
から負けないんだよ。
白いやつだよ。イカれてる。曰く犯罪が減らないのは
Whoa.
国民に心の拠り所がないからだと。この国には今柱がないんだって。だから自分がその柱になるんだって。
年寄り、お前は柱だ。
筋骨バネか。瞬発力かける4、旅力増強かける3、増殖肥大化美容エアウォーク。
What don't you have?
今までのような衝撃波では体力を削るだけで確実性がない。確実に殺すために今の僕が掛け合わせられる最高最適の個性たちで
Oh, frick,
君を
frack.
殴る。先ほど手を合わせてようやく確信を得たよ、オールマイト。君の中にもうワン・フォー・オールはない。君が今使っているのは余韻、残りカス。譲渡した後の残り火だ。緑谷伊豆ワン・フォー・オールの譲渡先は彼だろう。資格もなしに来てしまってまるで制御できてないじゃないか。存分に悔いて死ぬといいよ、オールマイト。先生としても君の負けだ。
Almighty. Holy.
衝撃反転。彼を育てるまでは、それまでは、そこまで身にふがらがっていたとは。まだ誤算だった。まだ死ねんだな。
正面からはまず有効弾にならん。気をつくしかねえ。最後の一振り、右腕の
Nice uppercut.
左腕に右腕をおとりに使った。だが
らしくない小細工だ。誰かの影響かな。浅い。そりゃ腰が入ってなかったからな。
何人もの人がその力を次へと託してきたんだよ。みんなのためになりますようにと、一つの希望となりますようにと。次はお前の番だ。頑張ろうな、年寄り。
Oh.
オール・フォー・ワン。ユナイテッド・ステイ・アツア
Oh.
さらばだ。ワン・フォー・オール。
They used the last of it. Oh my god!
違うわ、動かず勝利、オールマイト。勝利のスタンディングです。
今は無理せずに。
させてやってくれ。仕事中だ。平和の象徴、ナンバーワンヒーローとしての最後の。
All might! All might! All might!
交戦中もヒーローによる救助活動が続けられておりましたが、死傷者はかなりの数になると予想されます。元凶となったヴィランは今メイデンに入れられようとしています。オールマイトたちによる限界態勢の中、今
君だ。
オールマイト。
やっぱすげえよあんた。
オールマイトから短く発信されたメッセージ。
I know what that means. I think I know what that means.
まだ見ぬ犯罪者への継承、平和の象徴の折れない姿。でも僕には真逆のメッセージとして聞こえた。私はもう出し切ってしまった。
Guys. Well, first off, I'm alive. I just experienced the best anime fight I've ever seen. You know how I've always said there's been no fight in any anime so far that has topped All Might versus Nomu, which was the very first anime fight I've ever seen. One for All versus All for One has now became my new all-time favorite anime fight I've ever seen. That wasn't just a fight. That was an event. That was an experience that I will always remember. That is one of the best fights, not just in anime. That is one of the best fights I've ever seen in the history of fights, ranging from anything I've ever watched before. Look, I'm going to be completely honest, and as someone who hasn't read the manga, you guys know I've never even touched a manga before. I don't want to say I was doubting All Might, because I mean, it isn't that. I just didn't know if All Might was going to win this. Especially at certain points when, you know, he was all frail and skeleton, everybody saw, you know, his form, you know, like when he deflates, and All for One really had the upper hand at certain points. I thought, I don't even want to say it. I feared the worst for All Might. It honestly felt like I was one of the civilians in the show, or just like, you know, one of the student heroes of UA, because in the show, nobody has ever saw All Might like that. Everybody always sees All Might with a smile on his face. Whenever All Might comes, he always defeats the villain. He always saves the day. And, I mean, even though I've seen him in his deflated state, I've never seen him, you know, almost lose like that. Or I've never seen him have that much trouble with a villain before, just like none of the civilians have. So, I mean, when they saw him deflated, that's something I've seen before, but something none of us have seen before, the civilians or me, is All Might having so much trouble and almost losing. Something that came as a complete twist to me, and shock and surprise, is that Tamura is Shimura's grandson. I of course, you guys know I haven't read the manga or anything, so I wouldn't know. I'm guessing there was maybe something in a few episodes prior to this that maybe would have hinted me to that, but I didn't catch it. If there was anything hinting it to me, I didn't catch it whatsoever. So when All For One said that came as a complete shocker to me. And as far as the flashbacks go between All Might and the previous All For One successor, I'm glad that, you know, the flashbacks didn't take up too much of the episode. They worked the flashbacks in with parts of the fight so that it made sense, you know. It's because of what Shimura said, why All Might always has a smile on his face when he's fighting, because she has said, even when you're scared, just still have a smile on your face. And if you are scared, don't let civilians or anybody know that. You want to let them know that you're confident in yourself. So always just have a smile on your face when you're fighting. And what All Might said, that message at the end, well, you know, like Deku said, some people probably took it as, or either All Might maybe meant it as he was talking to other villains, like, you're next if you try to do anything, like villains that we haven't seen yet. And then Deku took it another way, but this is how I took it, okay? And hear me out. It might be wrong, but this is just how I took it. Maybe, like, he pointed at the camera. I took it as he was pointing at Deku, and since All Might used up the last of his one for all, I took it as he was pointing at Deku, and he was saying, it's your turn next. Basically, if a villain of this scale, a threat of this magnitude ever appears again, then I'm done. I've used up everything that I have. Next, it's your turn, Deku. That's how I took it. Now, let me know if that was right or wrong, or let me know if there's, like Deku said, maybe there's multiple ways it could be interpreted. But that's the first way I took it. Before Deku even said the two things that he said, that's the first way that I took it automatically. I imagine if he was pointing at Deku, it was like, I've done everything I can do. Next time is your turn. And All For One actually didn't die. I mean, if anything, I thought, to be completely honest, I did think someone was going to die between this battle. Either All Might or All For One. I did think this battle would be that big that someone would die, but I guess they're both just too strong. All For One, yeah, he does have like all those freaking quirks that he stole, so I guess I can understand him not dying. But yeah, he's still alive. He's just in some maximum prison, I assume. So he's gonna come back around, and it's gonna be Deku's turn next, because all the flame is now completely gone, I assume, from All Might. So next is gonna be Deku's turn, and maybe All For One will pass on the quirk to Tamura. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't read the manga, so for me, guessing anything seems okay, because I haven't read the manga, so I don't know how any of this goes down. So maybe he passes on to Tamura, or maybe he just heals himself. But either way, eventually one day Deku is going to have to be the next person to face the All For One, whoever has it. Like I said, this is now my new #1 all-time favorite anime fight. I'm definitely going to watch this episode again. Anime only watchers, let me know what you thought of this fight. And manga readers, let me know if this fight was adapted accordingly to the manga. Let me know if it was better reading the manga or actually seeing the fight animated. Let me know how the fight translated from manga to the actual anime. I'd really like to know, all of you manga readers, I'd like to know your thoughts on that. This was my reaction and review for Season 3, Episode 11 of Boku No Hero Academia. If you enjoyed my video, let me know what you thought. Links for all my social media will be down below in the description box. Smash the like button. Share this video with anyone you feel would enjoy. If you are new around here and you like what you see, tap the subscribe button and ding dong the notification bell to join the Mad Alliance on our journey to 100,000 subscribers. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. Hope you all have a marvelous day. Mad out. Mad. Strong. Together.